right, we'll start with in-person questions, then we'll go to Zoom.
Hey, James. Kalia's opening three, Sandy talked about it just now in her post-game press conference and said her thought was, okay, here we go. So when Ka opened the game with that three next to your guys' bench, what did that signal for you all?
She made the shot, and the ball movement was good, and she had her feet under her, and she knocked it down.
Did it give you guys any initial energy right there in that opening play?
She always gives us energy, so of course it did.
And then how much do you feel like, if at all, game one was a wake-up call and invigorated this team to come out and have a game like they did today?
I thought it just, just woke. I mean, I guess you said it right. It woke us up and let us know that we have to come out with an intensity that we need to, to actually match who we are, and that wasn't the case in the first game.
And then, sorry, just one more. How proud are you of your team's response today?
I thought it was a great response, and so I take pride in it, and just happy that they did what they did, and now we just have to keep moving forward.
Coach, I mean, you all have been talking about throughout the season about playing 40 minutes, not playing 37, 35, but like a full 40 minutes. I mean, did you feel like this was the game that, because I know you've said in the past after games like that you haven't had that game. Do you feel like today was that day from the top of the rotation down to the last person on the bench?
Yeah, I thought, our bench was amazing. I thought, it's important sometimes when you get a big lead that your bench comes off and they keep that momentum going, and I thought they did. I thought Ruthie's minutes were really important. I thought Dana's minutes were really important. Ruthie was able to get some deflections and steals, and Dana, her defense was really good, and so I thought it really helped us out a lot.
This team did pretty well in transition last game, but you all were able to take them out this game. I mean, Sandy talked about the Liberty being run out of the gym. I mean, how important is that going to be going into Game 3, just given that their half-court offense can be inconsistent at times?
We just have to continue to look at video and see how we can, actually build on the game that we had today. After today, the game is over, and we just have to focus on it. Yeah.
Vince, how happy are you with today's result?
I'm super happy because James said to me that I had to give some advice, and I told him that the team should play a really good defense, and this game brought the best defense that I ever saw.
Thanks, Coach Vince.
I don't know how you're going to follow that one.
Yeah, but that's why I brought him out here, because I talked with him right before the game, and he gave me some great advice. And so I thought that he deserved to be here today. So
Coach Brondello credited you and your troops for the chess that you guys played at the level of the screen today, and how that just sent them off script and really forced them to play a lot of one-on-one basketball today, which is not their cup of tea. So how did you feel about the energy and the ferocity with the execution in response to Game 1?
I thought the attention to detail was so great, and the intensity was so great. And I thought we executed at a level where we didn't make many mistakes. And when we did, we had people to back us up. And that's what we have to be. It was a lot of trust out there on the floor, and they executed at a high level. So we just have to, that's who we have to be. If we want to get to where we want to get to, we have to be that team. And it's not going to matter who we play. So we have to really focus on us and focus on executing at that level.
So, James, this is the most aggressive I've seen the Sky on defense that I think I've seen this season. So I'm just wondering if you could comment, is there anything specific that you were trying to do besides win?
We were trying to find ourselves and, and just trying to, I guess, confirm to each other what we wanted to be. So we decided to express that today.
Jamal.
Clea is obviously just a big part of your offense in general, but I think this was her highest scoring, or matched her highest scoring first quarter this season. Part of the game plan, or was she sort of reading the action and reacting to it?
I think she came out aggressive, and think, the world was put upside down yesterday. So I just think she just came out and just let everybody know she's still a Copper.
And you were not a fan of the Game 3, facing a potential Game 3 on the road, heading into it. Now that sort of you're faced with this prospect, it's kind of how do you feel about having to go on the road and sort of play for your season here?
I'm okay with it, because the thing is that if we would have lost Game 1, this game would have been on the road. If we play like that, it doesn't matter where we play. We can play on the moon, but we have to, be who we're going to be, and that'll dictate everything.
You've talked about being who you want to be, finding yourselves. What is who are the ultimate Sky team? How would you describe that? And this, I guess, follow up to that is just how much did you learn about and this team about identity finding through last year's journey?
I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I know who we are. But, it's just to answer you guys' questions. It's not really to answer mine. We just have to show it. That's what it comes down to. It's just us showing it and doing it every day. So, but, yeah, I know who we are.
What about last year? That journey, does that help in this?
I think it does. But when it comes down to it, it really doesn't say nothing if you don't do it. But I think it always helps. Experience matters. Championships matter. So we'll put our pedal to the metal for the next game.
Mike Hughes, and then we'll go to Zoom.
Hey, Coach, when you look at last season, kind of the playoff, that a lot of the season was a dogfight just to get into the playoffs with health concerns and a lot of other things, and just being the underdogs. What is it about this team that when having their backs against the wall, they're just able to step up to the challenge?
I think, it just shows our character, and it shows our experience and our level of talent, and how connected we are to each other. And, it says a lot to respond the way we responded today. I thought it was great, and we just have to continue to respond like that.
We'll go to Zoom. Chris Rim, New York Times. Chris on Zoom.
Yeah, I'm here. Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah. When you get the first quarter like that from Kalia, is that something that you've come to expect of her to play, to elevate her play in big moments and big games?
I do. She's a Finals MVP, and I know she's probably the 17th best player in the playoffs right now. But we'll take that 17.
All right, we'll go to Eden, Just Women's Sports on Zoom. Eden.
Yeah, obviously a lot is said about Kalia's offensive abilities, but I thought her defense really jump-started you in this game. Just what did you think about the way she defended, particular Sabrina Ionescu and their ball handlers?
She's special because she plays both ends of the floor, and I think that gets undervalued a lot. Her ability to be disruptive and then on the other end get us buckets and actually draw defense is it sets a tone. And the tone is really what we need, and she was able to do that tonight, and she does that most nights for us. So it's something that we expect for her to do, and something we lean on her to do. So she did a good job of it tonight.
Last couple, we'll go to
And then just as a team defensively, you held them to 15% shooting from the three-point line. How big of an emphasis was that in your defensive game plan?
It was important because we know they like to shoot threes, and they're a successful team when they make them. So we just wanted to make sure that if they got threes off, that they were contested and they weren't as open as they were the first game.
All right, Carly Bell from Marquee, last question.
Coach, this was the largest playoff margin of victory in WNBA history with this win today. You guys have set multiple milestones all season. What does this just mean to add another one onto this accolade and another list to make you guys just more successful heading into Game 3?
It just means we won. And, it just gives a validation of what we can be. But we still have to, Tuesday, do what we do. And but it's great, I guess. I'm whatever. But I'm glad we won in a fashion that showed that, kind of validated, hey, everybody in the locker room, this is who you are. We have to stay there.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks, Vince, too.